I'm at Thompsons Tippers in Croydon and I'm sat here with their new, well, new-ish, Client Relations and Business Development Manager, Sheri Gibbons. Now, Sheri is not that new to the transport industry. You've been in it about
3 years, yeah, now.
So what brought you here in the first place?
I fell into the industry. Not going to lie, didn't, aim to end up in the industry. I was at school doing my A-levels, met someone who said maybe you should do the Scania apprenticeship. And that's where it really went on from there. So I finished my last A-level exam. A week later, I was doing a Scania training course up in Loughborough, and it just went on from there.
And you joined Thompsons in January.
Yep.
And you have since learnt to drive a truck. Why did you want to do that, and how's that been?
I think it's just, if I'm going to sell a product, I want to be able to use it myself and drive it myself.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the basis behind doing my HGV licence. And I do get a little bit more respect now for having a licence, even though it does shock a few people.
And a few days after passing your test, you, of course, we've spoken before, drove a manual 32 tonner up to Harrogate.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
Second journey in the truck after passing my test, 240 miles up to Harrogate. I mean, it was good. I'm really pleased I did it. I can't say I was feeling massively confident beforehand, but once I was kind of on the road, going on the motorway, I'd got the hang of the gears, then it was all okay.
Yeah. And I hope you don't mind me saying, but you're not what we'd sort of consider a typical truck driver in this sector. Did you, while you were driving that vehicle up, have any experiences of people like, does anyone seem surprised to see?
There was definitely a few double takes. Other drivers driving past, just having a look, coming, and then having another rather shocked look. I expect it though. I'm not the typical truck driver, so I am a little bit different to see behind the wheel of a tipper truck.
But quite right. You're pioneering the way for other women to
That's it.
get in and do the same thing. So would you encourage someone that was looking to enter the transport sector that's young, female? Is there a place for them here, and is it a good place to work?
There is definitely a place, and it's a great industry to work in. I've never felt, discriminated against. It's all just been brilliant. I've loved every single second of it. I just don't think women consider it as a career. I don't think they necessarily wouldn't want to go into it. Yeah. It's not even a thought.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And I don't know. I don't suppose your school encouraged you to consider a career in trucks.
No, I mean I was a very university-driven school. I went to a grammar school in Kent, so. The thought was you'd go through that and then you'd go to uni. But that just wasn't what I wanted to do. It wasn't really, I would have just ended up doing something I didn't really want to do. And that was it. I was kind of under the impression of maybe get some work experience rather than a degree. I think sometimes experience is a lot more valuable than a degree.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to finish up, Sheri, what is your favourite thing about your job at Thompsons? What is your favourite thing about the industry that you work in?
I just love how it's so manic. Everything's different from a day-to-day basis. No day is the same. And I do really like working with trucks. I find them interesting. No real truck's the same. There's always something else that needs to be different customer specs, legislations. I just find it a really interesting place to work.
So no regrets?
No, none at all.